Hey YouTube, what's happening? It's your girl KYP561. I'm coming in here really quickly to talk to you all about Saturday night's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We are in season 4 and this is episode 3, and the title is Read It and Weep. Okay, so I'm gonna try and breeze through this video. My husband's here, he's in the back sleep getting ready for to get his night started. So I might not be as crunk as I normally am, but I'm gonna still do my best. So Saturday night's episode, it really didn't give too much. So I don't really have too much, to talk about except for the obvious. Okay, so we just gonna go ahead and brush through everything else. Before I get started, I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and I hope everyone has had a beautiful start to their work week, being that today is Monday. So I hope that today was great for you all, and I hope that you all have a wonderful week as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. So we opened up the episode with Maurice and Marceau. They met up at Black just to pretty much chop it up and have a conversation. And during this conversation, Maurice basically feels like Marceau owes him an apology for basically throwing him up under the bus. Marceau doesn't feel like he owes him an apology because he said basically you shouldn't have answered that question the way that you answered it. We did get a little more clarity, or they did. They gave a little more clarity, even though I've already understood it to be this way, and I kind of mentioned it a little bit on my last review. Maurice didn't necessarily lie, okay, but Maurice likes to play semantics, okay. So the question was asked: had you ever basically been around when Martell and old girl, were expressing any emotions, like I get, whatever. And Maurice said no, which that was probably his truth. He didn't say that he had never been around them because there was another part to that question. Although us as the viewers, we pretty much hear what we want to hear. But just like Maurice said, everybody on that stage knew that I was there at the time. And which that brings it back to why I don't understand why they were coming at Kimmy basically acting like some tea had been spilled about Maurice, because Kimmy knew that Maurice was there. But whatever. So anyway, Marceau is standing firm when he says that he does not feel like he owes Maurice an apology. Okay, Maurice shouldn't have answered the question the way that he answered the question, and that's just that. Okay, so in the midst of their conversation, Martell comes in, and Martell, he wants to talk about the fact that he feels, or so he says that he feels, like Marceau was pretty much bullying Lou and Tiffany at the reunion. Once again, Marceau does not feel that way. He said, but bottom line, I will have a conversation. I don't know why I'm going to have this conversation, but I will have the conversation, because he doesn't feel like he was bullying them. He just felt like he was defending his family against some outsiders that have an opinion on something that they don't know nothing about. Because Marceau says, you don't know me, so you don't have the right to speak on my marriage, which we're going to stick a pin in the you don't know me. Okay. So, like I said, Marceau. Okay, so before Martell got there, and Maurice and Marceau, they were talking about, kind of like the fallout behind this picture being posted or whatever. And Maurice was saying how, there are other people that were affected just besides him and Martell and Marceau or whatever. And he was like, Kimmy was affected, Tisha's affected, whatever. And Marceau was like, Tisha is fine. And Maurice was like, okay, yeah, Tisha is always fine until she's not fine. And I agree with that, because Tisha is not fine, which we're going to stick a pin in that because we're going to roll back around to that a little bit later as well. All right, so then we go over here to Tiffany and Lou, speaking of Lou, and they just basically sitting around the house doing whatever. Lou was fixing the internet or something, whatever. So they just chopping it up around the house, just them two. And of course, they talk about the pajama party. And Tiffany was telling Lou how Kim and her had basically squashed their issue, but she felt like, it kind of was reopened when Stormy came. And I agree, because Stormy, you have an issue with Tiffany, but your issue with Tiffany is not the same issue that Kimmy was having with Tiffany. So if you wanted to get into it with Tiffany or have a conversation with Tiffany, you should have did that on your own, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have came up with your own title or topic for y'all conversation. Like you didn't have to come in to piggyback off of what Kimmy and Tiffany had already discussed and basically had ended the conversation or whatever. So then what his name is, Lou, he then gives Tiffany the update on when him and Marceau met up at the gym. And that kind of led into um them having him, Lou and Marceau having a sit down conversation as well, basically to see what is the issue, which I think that Marceau has already said what the issue is, because outside of him feeling like they were sticking their nose in their business or giving unwanted opinions, which I agree, they weren't having any issues. Everybody was getting along just fine until that portion of, the trip came in or whatever. So that's when Marceau kind of like was like, okay, we okay, but you don't know me like that to be speaking on my marriage or be trying to offer any advice on my marriage when y'all two only been married for 5 minutes. Okay, so I still agree with Marceau on that. I still agree. I think that they were too pushy, you know what I'm saying, and too willing to want to offer this advice. And just like Marceau said, y'all only been married for a year, but y'all got 2 divorces between y'all, which makes y'all an expert on divorce. If I want to know some shit about divorce, I'll come and ask y'all some shit about divorce. But as far as successful marriage, y'all haven't reached that plateau yet, okay, to be trying to tell me anything about anything. And I agree with that. I'm still in agreement with Marceau on that. Okay, so then we come to find out that they already know each other, because apparently Tiffany and Marceau used to work together somewhere. And I'm assuming that her and Lou were together within this time that they used to work together, because Lou was like, that's my thing. Don't be trying to act like you don't know me. But Marceau has openly said in y'all face that he don't know y'all. So I don't understand why we're now just finding out that y'all do actually know each other to some capacity. Y'all may not have been friends or ran in the same circles, but the way that Lou and Tiffany were speaking is if y'all have already had some sort of interaction. So I just thought that that was weird of for us to just be finding that out, because that ain't nothing. That wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they went ahead and had their conversation about that. I don't know if they are going to get to have a double date, because Tiffany suggested that maybe they have a double date so that just them two couples can sit down and express, or get to the bottom of some issues or whatever. Okay, so that was that. There was a cute scene with Mariah and Mel. I'm not really gonna talk about that. It was just a filler to me. And they were having a conversation. I do like the way that Mel interacts with her children, as far as, encouraging them and just loving on them. I really do like that about her. So, like I said, I don't have not too much to say about that. It was just a cute scene between mother and daughter. So that was cute. Martell and his mama, child. So Martell shows up around there to his mama house. I don't even know that lady name. What's that lady name? I don't even know her name. So we just gonna call her Martell Mama, okay, or Mama Hope, okay. He shows up over there, so now he got him another side gig going. And the reason why I keep saying that these are side gigs is because that's how I received the presentation. You know what I'm saying? Because now we don't went from being this builder and this developer to where now you don't even talk about that at all anymore, which leads me to believe that you basically soiled your reputation in the city with the builders and whoever developers. You're not pursuing your business license anymore. So what happened to that? You had the two little dudes last year. One of them, I guess, you was trying to ride his coattail right off of his license, and I guess once he figured out that you didn't even have your license, he was like, hell no, I'm not gonna put my license on the line fooling around with you and your fuck shit. Okay, so now we don't even hear anything else about that, period. Okay, now you over here talking about calendars, you writing children's books, you doing wine tasting. Now I would probably take it a little more seriously had you mentioned these things prior to, okay, the fallout between you and Mel. But now for all of a sudden you got all of these things in the works. It just seems like side hustle to me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, listen, I'm not trying to knock it. You got to do what you got to do at this point to, get your money or whatever, because it's clear that you're not getting it the way that you used to be getting it. Okay. But you still got to maintain. All right. So I'm not knocking that, but it just seems cheap to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is really lightning and thundering out here. It done been raining like all day, but it done been getting down on the lightning and thundering. So if y'all hear something, that's what it is. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, now this week, last week we was doing the calendar. This week we doing wine and book selling, book opening, whatever you want to call it, child. I don't know. So anyway, he go around there to his mama house. Y'all know I don't really too much see it for his mama, but it's just something about her that has changed since she's been on the show. I don't know if she's feeling herself a little bit more, and if she is, that's fine. I would appreciate it if she would get a better quality hair, because that bob that she was wearing, it looked like she did it herself and just did, had some extra hair up under the sink. You know what I'm saying? And you know how you get those tracks, you just have some extra hair in the bag up under the sink, and you just comb it out, wash it up, comb it out or whatever. And the way that it dried, it just basically like a bird's nest to me. I didn't like it. She could have did a whole lot better. Just buy a wig, lady. I mean, because those were clearly tracks. You're not gonna tell me that was no wig. So I mean, listen. Okay, forget it. Y'all say I just forget it. I ain't like it, but forget it. Okay. So anyway, she over there tasting the wine or whatever. Mama hold over there throwing them back, honey. She don't give a damn about what. And I think that he said that I forgot what he said the name of the wine is, but she said that he named the wine after her mom. But the name that he said, he interpreted it because I guess it was, I don't know what language it was, but that didn't say nobody's name to me. It said something about love or something. I don't know. But anyway, she said that he's naming a wine after her mom. So it's probably one of the flavors. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I want any wine from Martell. I don't know. If y'all get the wine and if it tastes good, y'all let me know. Okay, because I love me some good wine. Okay, but yeah, I don't. So that was that. Anyway, then we go over here to Maurice and Kimmy. They're getting ready to go on their honeymoon. So they had a cute little scene, and of course, she was giving Maurice an update on what happened at the pajama party with Tisha and Destiny not being there, but Kiki was there. So eventually, I guess Kimmy is going to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. More than likely, it's going to be Tisha. So we just gonna have to lay around for that. Speaking of Tisha, we go over here to Tisha and Marceau. They are having a family night. Okay. So now I noticed that, and I noticed it last episode when Marceau was talking about his experience when he went to Africa or whatever. So now he has like this total different outlook on family versus work. All before it was all about I'm on this whatever year plan. I have to put in this work, I have to put in this work, I have to put in this work in order to be able to spend time with my children in the end, because all of my hard work would have paid off by that time. Some people agree with that, some people don't. I say that his views on that are very similar to the views here in my house. But now he's basically saying that that's not important anymore. What's important in the generational wealth is the love that you pass down to your children and the time that you spend with them or whatever. Now, I don't know if he's sincere in that. I don't know, because he was so hell bent on his views before, till he was basically willing to work himself into a damn stroke or heart attack. He got stress going on, he had depression going on, and all of that. So maybe when he went to Africa, I don't know, maybe it gave him a new outlook on life. I don't know. That's the way that it seems to me as far as his explanation in his confessional. And if that's the case, I ain't got no problem with that either. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever works for you. Okay. So anyway, they're planning a family trip to Africa. Okay. So we this Africa thing then circle back around. Okay. So they're throwing out different places, that might be good for them as a family to go. Tisha kind of displayed a little bit of ignorance when she was like, is it safe for children? And he was like, you do know that there are children in Africa. Okay. And I was like, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. So anyway, Tisha brings up, the things that are going on in the blogs, the things that are being said and the rumors and, all of this type of stuff or whatever. And then she kind of reels in what Wanda had brought up last episode with Marceau having the secret apartment. So she was like, well, where did that come from? And I was looking like, why you asking Marceau where it came from? Your mama is the one that said it. Why you didn't ask her where it came from, and why you didn't ask her right then? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always say, Tisha, you not okay. Everything that everybody says, you just like Wanda. Wanda says that everything somebody puts on social media, she believes it, and you take in everything that everybody puts on social media, and then you have to go and investigate it because you don't have any security in what you got going on. Some things you do have to quit. Listen, I'm a trust but verify type of person, but it's almost like you have to verify before you can trust it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And you just don't show no confidence. You don't show no confidence in it. And then you always come to him, but he's not the one that's bringing up the rumors. Your mama is. So why don't you ask your mama where you got that from? So anyway, he basically said, listen, all my cars have my name on it. I'm assuming on the license plate. Okay. He was like, all my cars have my name on it. My truck is very noticeable or whatever. I guess he got like some custom work on the truck or whatever. Anyway, what he's saying is, if I'm around here creeping in any of my vehicles, your ass would have known about it way before now. He was like, if my car has been seen or any of my vehicles have been seen at a secret location, then it is what it is. And at that time it ain't no secret. But Huntsville is not that big of a place. So if somebody brought up something about a secret apartment, if you think that you know about a secret apartment, then you will also know where the secret apartment is at. Because you can't just come to me and say, oh, your husband might have a secret apartment somewhere. Okay, well, where's that? And what makes you think it's his apartment? Because that will tell me that either you or somebody that you know said that y'all done saw my husband at some location more than once, parked in comfortably enough to where you think that that's his place. I always say, bitch, when you go somewhere, you back your car in, you claiming ownership. As long as don't come to my house backing your damn car in because you don't live here. Okay, if you back the car in, you claiming ownership at that residence. Okay, but yeah, I don't believe that shit. And Tisha, I'm so over you too. I just don't even know what to do with myself. Okay, so then Tisha asked him, has he discussed this rumor with Martell? And I'm saying to myself, why would he be discussing a rumor with Martell? It's a rumor. And then she was like, well, if you're not discussing that, well, what is it that you're talking about? Girl, Martisha, shut up. Oh, Lord have mercy, child. Okay, so now we get over here, I guess, to the meat and potatoes of the episode, which is the book signing. So I'm just gonna tell y'all. Okay, so let me see where I want to start. Okay, so basically, the book has been published, and I guess they were doing the debut. I don't know if they were maybe like at a library or something like that. So they were doing a book signing. This was the week off, so this was not Martell's week to have the kids, but he had said that he contacted Mel in enough time to let her know about this book signing. And I believe him on this. I do. I believe him on this. Now, Martell, I don't believe much of what you say out your mouth, but for whatever reason, I do believe that you did tell Mel about this beforehand, or whatever. So anyway, they have the places set for the kids because they're going to be there. I guess that they were supposed to read the book. People were bringing their kids there to get their book signed. And, they were looking for, the kids. I don't know their names. I just know Mariah, little Sugar Mama. Listen, Sugar Mama just brightens my day. Okay, she is the cutest thing, and she got the cutest smile. It's almost like she need to be a cartoon or something. Like, she just brightens my day. Her smile is just so bright. I just love Sugar Mama. She got, that's the right name for her too, Sugar Mama. So then it's Mariah. I don't know, Boss Baby. That's the second to the youngest one, I think. And then Tank. That's Martell Jr. So I guess I do know their names. I don't know their real names, but Boss Baby, I don't know her real name. Child, I don't know. Anyway, I just get off so damn quick. But anyway, so the book signing, I guess it's time for the people to start coming in or whatever, and they're still trying to get a hold of Mel. I guess he's texting. He says he's calling. She's not answering the phone, or it's going to the voicemail, whatever the case may be. Then we shoot over here to Mel. Mel and the kids, they're packing up. They're getting ready to go on a trip. I'm just gonna say to another city, wherever. I guess they're having like a family gathering or something like that. They had two deaths in the family earlier. not that day, but I don't know, maybe earlier in the month or earlier this year or whatever the case may be. And they were just all getting together as a family. I guess, just to love on each other. And that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. However, let me tell you, Mel, you you sat there and talked to your mama on the phone and you tried to act like you just got this email maybe the day of or the day before about Martell when he said, are you going to have the girl's hair done or do I need to get it done or whatever the case may be. Don't act like you just got that email within 24 to 48 hours of the day that it happened. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you to rearrange your schedule, but what I am suggesting, because everything that I say is a suggestion, okay? So what I am suggesting that you could have done was you could have brought them kids there, because the book signing couldn't have been no more than what, an hour or two, and that hour or two y'all wasn't doing nothing but at home just shooting the shit. You had time to pack clothes, call your mama, you know what I'm saying? Like during that time you could have had the kids over there at the book signing. Y'all could have left directly from the book signing and got on the road and went wherever it is that y'all want to go. Now, I told y'all that I don't watch reviews until I actually do my own review. However, I do come across a lot of posts on Facebook where people were saying, how they felt bad for Martell and this and that. Listen, I don't feel bad for Martell at all. Okay, fuck Martell feelings. Okay, I don't give a damn how sad you looking off to the side or how embarrassed you may be, because Mel has been embarrassed by you. Okay, Mel done had to look off to the left and to the right a couple of times because of your fuck shit. Okay, however, my issue is that was unfair to the kids. That was unfair to the kids because according to Martell, he had told the children about the book signing. He had prepped them for the book signing, and according to him, they were excited about the book signing. And I guess I could believe that. They're children, they're authors of a book. I mean, I would probably be excited about that as a child. So yeah, Mel, that was just you being on your petty fuck shit. You could have compromised. You ain't had to say nothing to Martell. I understand that you don't want to film with him or whatever. You could have sat out in the car. You could have sat out in the lobby. They didn't have to put the camera on you at all. Just bring the kids in there for their little hour 45 minutes. Get them some time to, interact with the other kids, sign the book or whatever it is that they was gonna do, and you get them and y'all just go on. To me, that wouldn't have been no time outside of your schedule. I don't think that would have put you off schedule. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, I'm just an onlooker, okay? But I kind of understand where Mel was coming from, because I done did some petty ass shit, with my baby daddy a few times. But then you also have to keep in mind, I wasn't 34, 35 years old at the time. I was 15, 16. Okay, so of course, I'm going to be doing 15, 16-year-old stupid shit. Petty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I could specifically remember a time, I think that, I don't know what they had planned, but he was supposed to come and get her. He was supposed to come pick her up or whatever, and he had pissed me off about something. So I was like, fuck that, she not going over there. So I packed her up and we went over to my grandma's house. And I told my grandma that he's supposed to be coming, and she was like, well, you don't want her to go? And I said no. And she was like, well, she ain't going. Listen, my grandma was not what? My grandma wasn't even with it. Okay, so he was calling. I wasn't answering the phone. He was calling my mom was calling me, like telling me that he's calling whatever. And that was because of me, because he had pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I wasn't 34, 35. I was 15, 16 at the time. So that, to me, that was expected. Some petty shit like that. But Mel, you were wrong. I mean, but you handle it how you want to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like both of y'all use those kids to piss the other person off. Both of y'all do it. It ain't just Mel. Come, I tell you, done did some fuck shit too when it comes to them damn kids. Okay. So anyway, that was that, I think. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, this episode, it really wasn't much. It really wasn't anything mind blowing. Nobody really like pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. But it is what it is. So we just gonna lay around for next week, see what it gives. Until the next time, you guys, peace, and please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, okay? But mainly just like the video so it can put me in circulation, okay? Because I feel like I got some missing family members out there that would just love to find their way home. Okay. All right, y'all. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. You guys, peace out. Talk to you later. Bye.